Well, good afternoon. I just made us some brunch. So we had to have a quick breakfast this morning because in my last video I had talked about how I'm taking my oldest to marching band camp this week. So every morning we got to get up and get her there by 9 a.m. So we just had a quick breakfast. The kids just had cereal this morning. We got back, they had a snack, and then I made us some brunch since we didn't have very much of a breakfast. I made some red and green apple, mandarin oranges, and fried eggs. I actually haven't had any breakfast. I just got up this morning worried about the kids, worried about getting out the door on time. And all I had this morning was some coffee, so this is my brunch, my breakfast lunch. So I am making some brownies. I've got these Martha White brownie bites in the oven right now. They're almost ready, just a couple more minutes on the brownies. So I told them once they finished their lunch and the brownies cool off, then they can have a treat in just a little bit. So yesterday I decluttered through the kids' clothes. I already kind of went through their clothes to see what all they needed for back to school as far as like the fall and starting off with school. And anything that didn't fit them anymore, anything that was too small. And I ended up with a trash bag of clothes from my daughter Arabella, who is going into 2nd grade. So she is pretty much going to need everything. She needs leggings, shorts, dresses, like everything, because last year she was in size 6 and this year she's moved up to a size 7-8. And then my son, who is 6, he's going into 1st grade. I ended up between him and my 3-year-old son 2 trash bags of clothes that I was able to declutter out of their room. And honestly, I did not think I was going to get that much out of their rooms. So most of my 6-year-old's clothes I save for my 3-year-old, but it is so much clothes and I only have limited storage space to store so much. So I just store my favorites. I store the nicest things. I store the clothes that still look really nice and new. I thought it'd be a little boring if I just showed me sitting in the floor going through all the clothes, because it was a timely process and it wasn't very interesting, so I didn't film that. But I will show y'all the bags and everything that I was able to declutter out of the rooms. I just think it's so satisfying to see trash bags of stuff you have decluttered out of your house. Just looking at the boxes and the bags and just the stuff is so satisfying, and it always makes my house feel lighter. I'm going to show y'all all the stuff that I was able to declutter. So I've moved the kids' toy kitchen back in here because I feel like all of the toy foods get mixed in with all the boys' toys that are in the bedroom, and it just makes a bigger mess, and it's just very overstimulating for me. So I just moved that back into here. So this is everything I decluttered from the kids' rooms. We also have an old lunchbox from last year since they did get new lunchboxes this year. So we've got 2 bags of boy clothes and then a small bag of boy clothes and then a bag of girl clothes. I told them once they were finished with their lunch that they could play Minecraft for a little while, so they're in here playing Minecraft. Jackson's just playing with his toys. I feel like when it's time to go back to school, it always makes me want to really clean and organize and declutter through the kids' rooms and just make sure their rooms are ready before school, because I feel like a clean room is a clean mind. As far as when they come home from school, if their room is a disaster and they've already had a tiring day at school, then it can just be overwhelming, overstimulating for them. So I try to make sure that their room is clean, so when they come home from school, they can walk in their room, have a clean slate, and get started on their homework or whatever they need to do without feeling overwhelmed at home. Also, as far as school clothes this year, I'm only buying school clothes that they actually need. So everybody got a brand new book bag, a brand new lunchbox, brand new pair of shoes. And as far as their clothes, Arabella pretty much needs everything because she has went up a size. But for Nolan, he's still in the same size that he was last year. He fits in size 5 and some 6, and all of his clothes last year were 5s and 6, and some 7-8s are in his closet too. But he's got a whole bunch of t-shirts and hoodies. He's just gonna need some like fall clothes. So whenever we get closer into that colder weather, which usually comes sometime in like around October here in Georgia, is when I will take my kids fall shopping. There's no need for any fall clothes right now in August. It's still July currently when I'm filming this, but in August and September it is still so hot here in Georgia. We are really close to the Alabama line in Georgia, and it just stays so hot here. Even on Halloween sometimes it's still so hot. In the fall I do like to still get them a few new outfits, a new winter jacket. I've already spent close to $400 just on my 3 kids for their school supplies and their school shoes and their book bags and all that. So I don't want want to just buy a bunch of pointless clothes if they don't really need them. So I do have a lot to do in today's video to finish getting ready for back to school. Also, I wanted to show y'all my shirt. I love this shirt. If you're a cheer mom, football mom, marching band mom, I am all three, then this is the shirt for you. It says football mom here on the front of it, and the back says in my football mom era. Nolan plays football, Arabella does cheerleading for football, and Adeline plays the marching band for football, so I am literally in my football mom era. But I will link this shirt for y'all. I was really impressed with this shirt. I feel like it's not a very thick shirt, but it's also not thin and see-through, and I love how thin it is because it does get so hot still here at football season. But I absolutely love this shirt, and I also have a few more activewear pieces that I want to share with y'all real quick. I wanted to share these leggings with y'all. They are buttery soft. I've been living in them. They've got pockets on both sides. They are high-waisted. I love how high up they are, and they hug your booty so perfectly. So these are by the brand Yvette. They basically have a bunch of women's activewear. I think the color of these are so pretty, and they've got a pocket on both sides. I love to have plenty of activewear because it's one of the first things I like to put on in the mornings. I get up and I put what I'm going to work out in that day. It just makes me feel more productive and motivated to get my workout in. So this is the next piece from Yvette. These are some black shorts. I love how they are snug fit. They also have the pocket. And this bra I actually showed in my last haul. I love this bra for working out in. I feel like it's very breathable, but this is such a comfortable set to work out in. I don't like to wear a bunch of heavy clothes when I'm working out. I love this for pairing underneath a regular t-shirt. But if you guys are interested in any of the pieces by Yvette, I love their clothing. They do run a little small, so I would size up. So make sure y'all check the description box down below for the links to all of the clothing that I showed from Yvette.
Yvette offers women's activewear. It's an activewear brand that focuses on combining high performance design with stylish functionality. They create clothing that supports women through movement, from intense workouts to outdoor sessions, daily errands, and relaxed moments. These clothes are perfect for moms, for our daily lifestyles and routines. Yvette offers inclusive sizing from extra small all the way up to 3XL, fitting real different bodies. They're comfortable, affordable products with professional fabric, and Yvette has 20 years of women's outdoor expertise.
You can use the code POWER20 for 20% off of your order. The brand slogan is "Hold Strong, Move On" for their strong, durable activewear.
Prepping for the fall and back to school includes cleaning the kids' bedrooms, so I really needed to tackle their closet. I want to get some storage organization going on in the boys' room, maybe some bookshelves. I really don't want to get anything plastic that's going to break easy, especially with my kids because they are rough with their stuff. So hopefully I can find a nice bookshelf or something off the Facebook Marketplace. without having to buy one brand new. I love finding gems on Facebook Marketplace, but I'm just looking for something to store all of their books and their trucks and their smaller toys. Right now, we just have some toy rotation on the top of the closet, some plastic tote organizers under the bed, and we have this large basket that I found at TJ Maxx a while back to store all of their larger toys. So any of their small toys, I have them in the bunk bed stairs, and then under the bed, we've got some long totes with more toys. So I really try to keep everything organized because I feel like they can play with their toys better when it's all organized, when all of the train pieces are together, when all of the Hot Wheels is together, so they can actually play with the toys. And overall, having a clean and organized bedroom makes bedtime routines so much easier. It makes morning routines so much easier when we're getting up for school, when we're going to bed at night. There's not unorganized clutter just all over the floor. And I keep a tote underneath the boys' bed. It's got all of the clothes that my 6-year-old has outgrown. Every time he outgrows his clothes, I save them for my 3-year-old. And so I went ahead and went through all of the clothes like I had talked about in the beginning of the video. I didn't record myself doing that because I feel like it would be very boring to watch me just sit there and go through all of the clothes. So I did find a lot of clothes that I had under the bed that will be fitting Jackson this year, thankfully, this fall and winter. He has a stocked pajama drawer. I was able to get so many pajamas out from underneath the bed without having to purchase anything new. And all of the clothes that I save for Jackson are like new. I don't save anything with rips or holes or tears or stains or anything like that. I make sure everything I'm saving for him is really nice. So I found another container here in the closet that I didn't know was there. It was this gray container full of clothes. And I don't know why it was in there. I don't know why I didn't put it with the others. But there was actually some clothes in here that would also fit Jackson. So we went ahead and tried those on him. And it's just a really nice feeling to have some hand-me-down clothes that are still in perfect condition and ready for your next child. So I actually had 2 containers underneath the bed of clothes for my 6-year-old for my 3-year-old. I went through all the clothes and I actually emptied an entire container of this that he can wear this fall and winter. So he's like moving into 4T. So these will be not this coming winter, but next winter. And I've got a few more that don't fit Nolan. They're too small for Nolan, but they're too big for Jackson. He's also got pretty much brand new shoes in here because we bought these for Nolan and they were really snug on him, but since we bought them on clearance and on sale, we just decided to keep them and just put them up for Jackson since they didn't fit Nolan, and we just got him some different ones. But all of this is saved for Jackson for next year, next winter. I bought these for Nolan and they fit him around the waist, but they were too short around the ankle. So we had to just move up a size and put a belt on him. He's just so skinny. So these are pretty much brand new jeans that I have saved for Jackson. And I just have them stored in this underbed storage container all the way in the corner. This is Jackson's choo-choo train. It's actually like 2 or 3 different sets, but they're all like the same pieces, so they go together, so you can just build like one giant track out of these. And then this is where we keep all of the Hot Wheels tracks. I just decided to leave the lids off of them because everything's like poking up anyways and it's hard to keep the lids on them. So this is where I keep all of the tracks for the Hot Wheels, all of the tracks for the train. And then as far as in here is where I put all of the actual trains and the wooden train set. It's just kind of mixed in with all of that, so that way you can actually play with it easier. We want to get a different bunk bed because when we initially bought this off Facebook Marketplace, we thought the stairs were going to fit right here in this corner, but this wall is right here for the closet, so we ended up having to put the stairs in front of the bed instead of beside the bed, and I really don't like it like this, how it ended up. But I wanted to eventually get maybe like a thinner, skinnier bunk bed that's not so, like this one is so thick, that's why the stairs don't fit. But I want to get like a bookshelf or something to go in here to put all of their books on and
maybe like their toy rotation stuff, like these trains and stuff, because right now I don't really have a really good spot for it, but I figure out how to make it work. Up here on the top I've got the toy rotation, and then over here is a nap mat that Arabella used for pre-K, Nolan used for pre-K, and I'm saving it for Jackson. In the middle I have their hangers. I've upgraded Nolan to the big hangers, and he's got all of his shirts in the front, long sleeves in the middle, hoodies in the back, and then his sports jerseys in the very back. And then over here is Jackson's clothes. Down here in the bottom we've got some toys, and then over here we've got this big container of books, and I like to leave the lids off just because they can get into it easier. This is their Lego table. It has Duplo Legos in it, and I love that the top of this can be a Lego table, or you can turn it around and it can be like a craft table. And it has this really cute little star chair. It's so adorable. But we've just kind of got toys mixed up in here. We've got puzzle pieces, a hat, a car, so I need to clean this out. So I've got these little Squishmallow cow ones for Nolan and these little space rockets for Jackson. They can just keep their little house shoes in that drawer. And I know he plays with his train set more than they play with the Mega Bloks. So I'm going to put these over more towards the side. So I had all of the boys' sheets, cases. So I had all of the boys' sheets, pillowcases, extra blankets in the totes under the bed, but I'm using them for toy storage because they are easy access. They can just pull the totes out and play with their toys. So I think I'm going to make stacks and fold these up and just put them in the top of their closet for now. Because we don't have a linen closet to put all of our sheets in, as y'all know. And you gotta be creative sometimes. These are Christmas sheets that should actually go in our Christmas tote. So I'm gonna set these aside and have these put in our Christmas tote. You know what? I actually have an empty drawer, that top drawer for pillowcases and sheets. Genius. We are getting our dresser back to school ready. So these three are my 3-year-old side of the dresser. These three are my 6-year-old side of the dresser. And I have them set up the same. So we've got underwear, socks, and then in this basket we're going to be putting all of their winter gear. We are not going to need this until later. I just want to go ahead and have everything out and prepared. So these are Nolan's. He's got this checkered, this skeleton, and a Sonic we're going to put in these Dollar Tree baskets. Same thing over here on this side. We've got the Dollar Tree baskets, underwear, socks, swimsuit, and then I have, this is also a Dollar Tree basket. We're going to put all of Jackson's winter hats. We've got 2 Mickey Mouse, 2 Volcom, plenty of mittens, all set and stocked for the winter. The middle drawer is where I keep the boys' pajamas. So I recently just decluttered under the bed and got all of these out of the tote. These all used to be Nolan's pajamas and now they are Jackson's. He was needing some pajamas. He just had a bunch of like jogging pants mostly. So all of these are jogging pants in a stack, and then all of these are pajamas, which used to be Nolan's. So that's so good that he's got a stocked pajama drawer full of warm jammies. And then the bottom down here, we've got, the left side is a bunch of pants. These are 3T and 4T jeans. And then over here to the right is 3T, 4T shorts. So he is stocked for the fall and the winter. For Nolan's side of the dresser, this is his pajama drawer. I'm gonna get him a few more winter pajamas, like warm pajama sets, or just, you know, more pajamas in general. But some of his are in the laundry, so we're gonna see how much he's got. And then as far as his pants, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 pair of jeans here that fit him, and then over here to the left is all of his shorts. So I'm gonna get him a couple more pair of jeans to go in here. We are ready for back to school. 4 pair of jeans to start out with is good because we're not even gonna be wearing these until later. It's so hot, y'all, until like October. He's gonna be wearing all of these shorts to school when we first go back, so I'm not like quick to hurry up and go and buy a bunch of more jeans right this second. Like I said, we're gonna go fall shopping and get more clothes for fall. Y'all, that was a lot. I am tired. I want to go sit down and do nothing for the rest of the day, even though I know I still gotta cook dinner and there's lots of other things I need to do. We're having spaghetti tonight and we're gonna top it with some yummy cheese. It's like a mixed blend of cheese, so good. We're gonna do some butter garlic toast in the oven and have a yummy salad with it. So we're about to get started on that. But it feels so good to have this room done. The girls are 8 and 14 and they're pretty much doing their own room. I'm just gonna run the vacuum cleaner through there. But I know that my 8-year-old needs clothes, and I know that Jackson is gonna need some more clothes as far as some shirts. But Jackson is stocked on pants. I'm gonna get Nolan a couple more pair of jeans, but we don't have to worry about that until the cooler weather gets here in October. So let me know if y'all are ready for back to school, if you're still doing your shopping, if you haven't even started your shopping. I know it's a lot and it is expensive to get it all done. And next year we'll be throwing Jackson in the mix of getting him a book bag and prepared for back to school, and it's just a lot. So you really just got to prepare pretty much all summer to be on top of it. But let's go ahead and get some dinner started. So this is the kind of cheese that we're using on our spaghetti. I shared it in a recent grocery haul, but it is the Italian blend. It's mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, Asiago, Fontina, and Romana. So it's a bunch of different cheese blends. Here, come up here. Just sit in the front seat for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went into Belle's outlet for Arabella. Since she's the one that needs the clothes the most right now, we went ahead and got her clothes first. And next time I will bring Nolan up here and let him pick out a few new pieces for school. So we just focused on Arabella first. And I like to do one at a time because it's like quality time. Like we had a shopping day, we spent time together. So this is the jacket she picked out. It is so soft. Obviously it's not anything that she's gonna need right now this second, but it's going to be coming in handy when we start getting those really cool mornings. It's got a hood. Everything that we got her was either a size 7, 8, and some things are a 10 if they look like they might be like snug fit. It comes with this little bow, first of all, this little hair clip, and then the shirt's got this little flower on it, and it comes with this really cute little skirt. It's got built-in shorts. All of the skirts that she got has built-in shorts, which is really helpful because that way we don't have to worry about putting on shorts or buying extra shorts to go underneath our skirts. Now here is the next outfit. It's kind of hard to hold it up in the car, but it's basically this really long jacket, and it's got this really pretty ruffly pink gingham plaid dress underneath it.
but it is so beautiful. It's got these dainty little flowers on it. So here's the next set. It's a little white t-shirt, and it's got bedazzles on the bow, and it's really sparkly. And then it's got this skirt, which also has the shorts underneath. Like I said, all of these skirts are gonna have shorts underneath. We don't have to wear long sleeves and sweaters very often. In Georgia, we have like a couple of months of really cold weather. So this is the next outfit. It comes with a little scrunchie, and the scrunchie actually matches the skirt, which also has the shorts underneath. So this is the next outfit. It's a pink t-shirt, and it's got a little butterfly and flowers, and it comes with this little jacket that's got little pretty dainty flowers on it, and it comes with some leggings. But that is such a cute outfit for back to school. Here's the next set. It is a two-piece. There's a black skirt and a tan khaki skirt. Cloud truck. And this is a t-shirt she picked out. It's Angel and Stitch, of course. She is loving Stitch right now. This is a 2-pack of leggings. Can never have too many leggings, and right now she literally has 0 leggings because we just got rid of all of her leggings that were too small. So starting fresh, starting over with the next size up. And the total for all of her clothes for her back to school, not including her shoes and everything else, I've already done a back to school supplies haul, but for her clothes it was $112, and I feel like that's a really good price for as much as we got. So the next trip, the next back to school trip I'm gonna be doing is for my son Nolan. I'm pretty much gonna end the video here. It is 8 o'clock now. We are headed back home. My husband got home from work, so me and Arabella decided to run up to Bell's and do a little bit of back to school shopping. Did you have a favorite? Let me see if I can find my favorite. This one is probably my favorite. The dress is so cute, and I love the little jacket. That's probably gonna have to be my favorite. Let me know if you've got a favorite down below in the comments. Did you have a favorite?
Stitch, Angel.
Stitch and an Angel t-shirt is her favorite. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. I really hope y'all found it motivating and inspiring to get your back to school shopping done. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close the video out here. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we will see y'all in our next one. Say bye.
Bye.